kind of transitioning into winter. So what we're going to be using is this swag right here. And this is kind of a woodland wintry base. I like it because it's got all this texture. You guys, if you've never seen us here together on a Saturday, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, because every Saturday we're going to send you out a text to live to tell you what we're doing live together. Y'all, I'm watching the comments everywhere. Let me pull up the Facebook comments too, because I know you guys are just coming on. If you go to text Keleas, K-E-L-E-A.com, what we're going to do is send you a text when we're live, so you don't have to worry about finding the video. Let's see who's here. Okay, it's just coming live on. Okay, so come in and say hello. We're also live on YouTube. Hello, YouTube fans, Blue Merinos. We got people everywhere watching today. It's a lot of fun to be together. So we're going to start with this as our base. Now, let me tell you where I'm pulling all my colors and inspiration from for this winter project. And this is this swag. You guys, if you want to see behind the scenes and you're watching here, on my TikTok page, I'm also live, and it's a different angle. You're going to be seeing more of what my body's doing, not less of the project. But if you want to pop over there, if you have two devices, you can be watching us on TikTok for behind the scenes. And then right now I am live, of course, here on Facebook or YouTube. All right, let's see. Some folks are coming on. Hello, Dee. Hey, Joan. Hi, Diane. Hey, Kristen. Yay, you guys, I'm multitasking. This is fun. This is so much fun. All right, so here's our bow. Now, every Wednesday, I'm teaching you how to make bows. And this here is winter because it just has a little touch of red. We really stick with the green. So we're going to pull out this beautiful green in here. And then we use this snowy window pane ribbon. So it's kind of a winter-themed bow with that woodland feel with the pine cones and the cardinals. This we did on Wednesday. So you can go back and watch that right here on Facebook. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Janet. Hey, Christine from England. Hey, Sally. You love the branches too? All right. So that's our bow. So if you watched on Wednesday, you know how to make that. So I'm not going to cover this on the video today, but you can go back and watch that. We've got that step by step for you. Now I want to show you these other two elements we're going to use. Hey, Bobby. Good to see you. Hi, Sally. Hey, oh, good to see you too, Christy. So one of my favorite things to use in winter is these cool pine cone branches. If you've ever seen us do our church wreaths, we always use these in there. But we're going to use this today to pop in with the swag. And I can't wait for you to see how easy it is. And the other supply we're going to use is these twigs. Okay, let's see who's here. Hello, I see you guys popping in TikTok too. Cool, cool, this is fun. I'm sorry, I'll get better at all this. But I'm new to having all these viewers to talk to. But I like to talk to you guys. Okay, so this is a twig, and it's wintry. So I've got, so think about snow, pine, beautiful snowy pine cones. We're going to combine all of those to put in here. Awesome, Faith. You got your order? I love it. I love it. Okay, so one of the things I want you to learn from this is how you can use kind of like the less is more theory. I know I'm always like saying I'm going to make something simple, and it's not simple. Keleas always adds more. But the first thing I'm going to do with my swag base is you're going to see me take, and I'm just going to lay this kind of flat. I'm separating out the center because I'm going to try to make this with the least amount of effort as I can. Okay? And these are great for multiples for your Etsy shop. So if you haven't tried doing multiples on Etsy, if you're a member of our Maker University business class, and you may know all about it, if you're not, multiples are a great way to get volume on Etsy. So it's nice to create designs that are easy to replicate. So that's what I'm going to show you too right here. Hey, Sue. Good. You guys are awesome. Okay. I'm going to come in and spread this piece apart and literally just take it and flip it into two sections. Rotate this the other way. So one going up and one going down. Now, those of you who are design school students, I see several of you on here watching. Tell me what you think I'm creating right now when I'm having things change direction. I'm looking for two words to give me the right answer. And I'll tell everybody in a minute, but I'm going to give you guys a chance to answer. So these are my twigs. I'm going to try to lay them right down the center. I'm really not going to secure anything yet, but you can see that's running right down the middle. Now here on my base, I've got this little loop that's included on the swag, and that's going to be my hanger. So separate that out. Look at that. Faith says, Faith over on Facebook, she said, oh yes, I know all about multiples. I can hardly keep up this year because of them. I'm so thankful. Fantastic. Kathy Bryant, nailing it. Nailing the answer. Kathy Bryant said, transition point. So we're creating a transition point. So in design school, where I teach you how to create florals and learn all of the beautiful steps involved in learning how to design, not just following a recipe, but learning how to do it on your own, we got to create a transition point. And so that's what we've done right here with our twigs. We have some pieces going up and some pieces going down. So now that we've done that on one piece, guys, we've got to do it on the base. Good job, Diane. Transition piece, point. Yes, yes. So I'm going to do it with the greenery now. You're going to see me shift this greenery up. From here on, we chose a point. And then from here on, we're going to go down. We got it? We got it. Perfect. I'm going to shift that up just a little bit higher. Okay? Easy peasy. Wada, you're so glad we're doing a winter one? Me too. Tammy's got it. Rhonda's got transition point. Good job. Vicky got it. You guys are awesome. Blue Merinos know what's up. I'm checking over on TikTok. So if anybody's following over there, say hello. I will have, you're seeing a behind the scenes view right now. Okay. So we've easy done that, right? We're making these easy, quick. We want to fill our Etsy shops and be able to reproduce items quickly. So, and then this is also lower expense because it's going to have less materials. So we're going to do the same thing with this piece. It's got 3 pine cones. In general, I like 2 pieces going down and 1 going up. So I'm just going to gently take and rotate these. You're going to see me just push this up. Work from my transition point. Okay, is everybody following? Any questions? You're going to be blown away how cute this is when we're done. I'm going to rotate these and I'm going to place that in there. So I got 2 pine cones going down, 1 goes up. This is the top of the piece, that's the bottom. Now, we're making this for a swag to hang on a door. We're going to add a bow. Who knows what else this would be super easy to create this into. Now, someone said it earlier. I'm not going to give it away. Let's see. I'm going to give her some credit, though. Let's see. I'm going to find her comment. I'm trying to find it. Dang it. I can't find her comment. But someone's already said it. But what else could this easily turn into? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Some of you are going to have get-togethers. Tell me what you think we could easily switch this into. While you're doing that, I'm going to take and start separating these and crisscrossing them. Okay? So I'm going to bring my twig a little bit forward, and I'm going to crisscross these over. So these are going to function just as another way to hold all these pieces in. Okay? But I'm just making sure I don't cover it all up. Bring these twigs up. I'm going to keep crisscrossing at the top. Good, Kimmy. Centerpiece. Angela says centerpiece. Perfect. Kimberly said table arrangement. Rhonda said centerpiece. You guys got it. Awesome. Teresa, you're making meatballs. Yummy. I'm going to pull this up. Okay. Now, this piece right here is sticking out a little too much. So I am going to cut it there. Let me grab my wire cutters and we'll take it out. Make a pretty centerpiece. Good job, guys. So, what change would I need to make? You guys tell me, what change would I need to make as far as my transition point we talked about? Tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm going to keep crisscrossing right now. So I just move a couple pieces out of the way and we're going to crisscross. All right, let's see who else is here. Oh, fantastic. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. We could do a garland. We could do sections of a garland. We certainly could. And I'm crisscrossing to hold everybody together. Okay? So we took a simple base. We really stepped it up. Now I'm going to move this one twig to the center. Y'all are going to be blown away how quick and easy this is. This is so fun. This one here. Now I'm going to take, and I am going to cable tie one piece just to be extra secure. I have a long history of craft shows, and when people pick things up wild, stuff can fly around. So we want to secure that. Baking cookies, I love it. Thank you, Vicki. Winter would be nice, Linda. Yes. So I've got a cable tie right here. So I'm going to take and just kind of camouflage that a little with some pine. So I usually would just steal a little piece of pine from somewhere. That wouldn't really matter. Let me come underneath here. Let's steal this piece right here. And I'm just going to pop a little glue and cover that up on that cable tie. Hey, Mary. Thanks, Donna, for sharing. Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to come in here and just cover this up. So don't forget, guys, follow us over on TikTok also to see behind-the-scenes videos when I am live. Those videos don't stay up on TikTok, so you have to be watching when they're happening. Yo, Nori's got something. Nori. No. Nori has been grabbing the floral foam. Okay, look how gorgeous this is. And you guys were right. All we would have to do is change that transition point more to the center. But we're ready. We're ready to put our bow in. And we're already done. We're just almost done with this. This is what I love about Simple Saturdays, because can you imagine if you could whip out wreaths for your craft shows, for your, oh my gosh, for your Etsy shops in this quick? Let's go ahead and put our bow on. Thanks, Regina. Aw, Jean, glad you're here. That's okay. You know, today's video is rocking and rolling quick. Rocking and rolling quick. So I'm going to tie on my bow right here at the kind of the top of the transition point. I'm just bringing my cable tie through the back here. Of course, it's being a little ornery, being a little booger. You know, it's got to be that way. Oh, let's say, you shared the live. Thank you for sharing the live over on TikTok too. Thank you so much. Somebody creative stuff and things is watching. Thank you. Yay. All right. So guys, if you want to know, if you're watching on TikTok and you want to be able to see the project I'm doing better, that is going up on YouTube right now, and it's on our Facebook page. And everything is Keleas. This is gorgeous with the ribbon. Now, what I like to do with the ribbon is kind of situate it a little. I generally like to take the back ribbon and bring it, kind of wiggle it around like that through the pine. Let's do this on this other side. Yes. I love that. Just pop it in. I don't get too fancy. I just pop those in. Those are cut at opposite angles. Aw, thanks, Leanne. Thanks, Margaret. You love the Saturday videos, Kathy? Yay! I'm glad you do. I feel like the Saturday videos are a great starting point and they're always great for shop fillers, and they're easy peasy. You guys, we've been live 13 minutes. I'm going to show really quick this on TikTok so they can see it too. Thank you, Kashan. Thank you. Whoa. Holy smokes. We made that in 13 minutes. Now, the bow was already made, so we did cheat a little bit. Cheat just a little bit on the bow. But I made those on Wednesday with you guys on our Bow Wednesday videos. So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Can you guys do it? Can you do it? Are you ready to implement some of this into your Etsy shop? Yo, multiples are the way to go. And you have to start off on Etsy, you know, really just getting a lot of pieces out there and seeing what's going to work for you. And then when something does, develop into a multiple design that's really quick and easy so you can make some consistent revenue. And if you ever want to learn more about selling on Etsy, just go to coachkeleas.com and it will take you to all the business training we have over at Makers University, and you can sign up over there. If you want to come join us and get all of our info, you know, we're going to text you out the supply list for this. Just go to textkeleas.com, K-E-L-E-A, and we'll send you out the link to all the supplies so you can make your own. All right, let me see who's here. We got folks watching on TikTok, we got folks watching on YouTube, and we got you guys watching on Facebook. I thank you so much for being here. Of course, we are going to have more videos like this for you every week. Kind of, we're transitioning from Christmas into winter, and then, of course, we'll be doing Valentine. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss anything. When we get into spring, that is my jam. I love, love, love florals, so I always want to incorporate different beautiful flowers and greenery and textures into our designs, and I want to teach you how. I want to give you floral fun at its finest every day. Oh yeah, these are pine cones, Anna. Get on the text list, because we're going to text out a list, and whoever gets the supplies first gets them, because we are limited on what we have left for winter. Aw, Diane says, Thanks to me, or to, thank you, Diane. You put in a lot of work. She's hit 450 sales on her Etsy shop. Diane, I'm so proud of you. Hey, Margaret. You're getting so much better with your decorations. I love it, Margaret. Debbie likes it. Nice. Dee Dee likes it. Sue loves Simple Saturday. Yes. Was this crazy? The neat thing is, does this look simple? No. No, this does not look simple. Nobody has to know how simple it is. We'll keep that a secret. We won't let everybody know, okay? We'll just keep it a secret between me and you. Good evening. Surprise! I'm live again. I need to make a swag, so I thought, why not go live with you and hang out with you guys? I just pulled your comments up. But good to see you. We're even streaming all over the place, so come and join us. If I've never met you before, if you've been here 1,000 times, welcome. Welcome, always welcome. I'm Keleas, Keleas.com, and I love to teach you the love of floral design. That is my favorite thing to do, to inspire you to create something beautiful for the season. And of course, we're like hot and heavy into Christmas. You can see all the Christmas behind us here. That is for our Christmas workshop coming up, and it's called the Woodland Christmas Workshop next week. And we will be putting a link in the comments in a little bit for you if you'd like to join us in that. It's a paid event we're having for 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. It's all recorded, all online. And we're going to have so much fun. I don't want you to miss it. Okay, here, I found you guys here so I can welcome you, say hello. I know, twice in a day. Hey, Mary, Joe, good to see you. Hey, Evelyn. Hey, Arlene. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Susan. Hey, Teresa. Earlier today, we had a fun project we did. We freestyled a wreath, and at first it wasn't working out how I wanted it, but then we tweaked it, and it turned out good. I really love it. It photographed really pretty. So I thought I needed to make a berry swag anyway, so I thought I would hang out with you guys while we made it. So I'm going to start off with a 24-inch swag base, so they just come, you know, they don't look exciting, but we're going to use that as our base and get started on it. Good to see you too, Trina. Hey, Teresa and Melissa. Hey, Carolyn. Good to see you again. I just keep showing up in your news feed today. You can't get rid of me. If you're watching over on YouTube, good to see you too this evening. Welcome. I'll be over there to the comments in a little bit. So if you have any questions, ask away. Susan already got registered for the challenge, the workshop. Yay! Fantastic, Susan. We're going to have so much fun next week. We are going to have a blast. Nice bonus share. I'm telling you, you weren't expecting it, were you? Nice bonus. I should have fluffed this out ahead of time, but I'm just trying to get going on the live. So y'all are going to have to hang with me here as we get this guy ready to go. I'm just going to be using this as a base. I really don't need it to be fancy or anything, but I do need it flat. So we're going to start with that. Hey, Roxanne again. Hey, Sue. I'm glad you're here too. Hey, Paula and Kathleen. Oh, y'all, Friday night, what's going on? Anybody got kiddos doing football, Friday Night Lights? You know, we're in Texas here. Football time. Oh, you're welcome, Melissa. You're welcome. Knee is hanging good. I mean, I actually think it's a little better this evening. So I think we're just, you know, I'm happy. It's like I feel relieved. Like I think it's going to be a solution for a while. Hi, Diana. I'm glad you do. Hey, Amelia. I'm glad you like it. Fantastic. I know we're going to have fun. So I'm just flattening it out first, guys. We call this shaking hands, and literally you have to shake hands with each piece. Good job, Mary. I love to hear that. You sold your pumpkin challenge wreath. You guys, everything we make over in the Christmas Woodland Workshop, the Woodland Christmas Workshop, rather, the WCW. Everything we make over there, I hope you guys sell it too. If you want to sell it, you know what I'm going to end up doing. I'll end up keeping half of it. Leanne, you need a close-up of my blouse? Okay, girl. Here it comes. Woo! There it is. It's got Frosty, Santa, all the cuties. I'm glad you like it. No football, college theme wreath. Nice for a charity event. That's nice, Cher. Hi, Tammy. Hey, Deb. Hey, Cindy. All right, so I'm using the bows from Bow Wednesday because I want to get them all in pieces to take to the shop. So I was thinking that this could be our bow for this one. So it's a little rustic. It's got the deer and the moose on it, but it's also got a lot of red. So I thought we'd go with red kind of dominating the swag. And I'm not sure where we're going to put this yet. This is kind of another freestyle, guys. So let's just start working on our base, getting it filled up pretty. And then I'm sure it'll come to me. I also thought we'd cut up the giant berry garland. This is a big old snowberry garland. And I've been wanting to cut one of these up and play with it. So tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. It's gonna be alright. Me and this garland we're gonna make some swag babies. Okay, let's cut it apart and see what we can do. So it comes on a nice base, but I don't need these super duper long, so I'll just cut them all off and we'll start getting these in. Cindy had 3 orders on Etsy within 24 hours. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. That is the best feeling. I love that, Cindy. Hi, Carol. Great to see you. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Dee. See you guys tonight. Oh, I might need to give away some sweet treats. I might need to. I see you guys are coming in hot and heavy tonight. Hey, Chris. I know. I'm spoiling you. How are you, Kay? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing okay. Kay, I'm checking on you. Doing the friend check-in. I'm glad you're here tonight. Diane, you went to Hobby Lobby. Joanne's Michaels. Sign up for your first vendor. Oh my gosh, you're going to do a booth? Yes. You're scared nobody will buy anything? Girl, that's okay. My very first show, I only made $70, but to me, that could have been $1 million to me because I was just pleased anybody bought anything. So don't be worried. It'll be okay. Hey, and at least you know the worst thing that could happen is you could fail. Darla, you always know what to do. That's Darla Sue Baker. Spread some love on her. You know what to do, Darla. Thank you, ma'am. You had to ship. You shipped your order out, Evelyn, on Etsy, and you got 5-star review. I love it. I love this. Oh, this is great. I love to hear feedback. I love to hear that you're succeeding. That's the best feeling. Tracy's heavy into Christmas wreath making, as you should be. Whoop, whoop. It is the season. We got to get with it. That's why I'm with y'all again tonight. I need some more berries. I need some stuff to go with my peppermint theme because I've been talking to my design school students about when we put stuff into a store, it's a really good idea, or a craft booth or a craft show. If you can theme it a little bit, it just shows so much better. And not everything has to be like all Santa exactly the same. But instead of you doing turquoise Christmas and pink Christmas and orange Christmas, if you can do enough that it makes a statement where you kind of stay in the same color family, your booth will read so much better to the average person. And it will catch their eye more. So on Etsy, it's different. You can make everything, but in a physical spot, you have to think about your presentation because it really means so much. It really does. Oh, hi, Judy. Thank you, Jennifer Henderson. Jennifer Henderson, I will send you a sweet treat. Email info@Keleas.com. That's Jennifer Henderson and Darla Sue Baker. Good job. Good job. Kay, you're good? Good, good, good. I like to hear that because hadn't seen you in a little bit, and I want to make sure you're all right. Okay. I'm going to also make this swag just a little bit larger by using a couple of larger picks. They're actually sprays. They're not picks. But we're going to put one at the top and one at the bottom. Now, this is green. It's not flocked, but we'll be kind of covering it all as we work through it. So we're going to get started on that right now. How's it going, Dee? Hi, Shelly. I'm glad you're with us tonight, hanging out. Dee Silva is loving that wreath on the wall. Thank you, Dee. That is, the wreath behind is the signature wreath we're going to be making in the workshop next week. But we're going to do a whole collection of things that go with this. So you can imagine how much fun we're going to have. We're calling it the Woodland Christmas Workshop. And There'll be a link here. Oh, it's already here. It's pinned at the bottom. That is where you can sign up for the workshop. It is a paid event, and we have it for 3 days. Everything's recorded in there. If you miss anything, you can always go back and watch it later. The sales page for that answers all your questions, but you can also ask here if you do have questions. Just let me know. Be happy to help. Paula, those cutters are Cobalt mini bolt cutters. Okay, let's start. I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom to kind of shape this dude out. So let me get a little glue on that, and then we'll just, I probably don't even need glue. I'm going to twist it in first. And then I'll put a little glue so you can't just pull it out. That's the only danger of twisting something in. It'll keep it, but if a customer comes up to your wreath and grabs it by that piece, that's coming out. Ask me how I know. Oh. Yay! Deb, you're going to try Etsy? Oh, that would be awesome. If you ever want to join us over in the business coaching, that's at CoachKlee.com. I'm one of the business coaches over at the Jeco Exchange team. So we teach Etsy. Damon teaches so many things. There's so many different business coaches teaching all the things. It's just so wonderful. It's a great community. All right. Renee, you just can't get going with the... It's a good time to be stuck. Come on, Renee. How can we help you? Shelly went to At Home. No mint green ornaments. And you know I could find some. Somebody help Shelly out. I saw some mint green somewhere. Oh. I would have thought it was at Home, though. Happy Friday, Angela. Hi, Joanna. Good to see you. Oh, you're welcome. Listen, Dee, I'm a presentation Nazi. Merchandising is one of my favorite things. And I overdo it. I'll admit I overdo it. But you'll do so much better and you will be recognized. And even if somebody doesn't buy from your booth the first time they see it, they won't forget it. They won't forget it if you take and put all that effort into your presentation. You can also demand a higher price when you have a better presentation. Automatically, because people see something that's, you know, if they walk into your craft booth and they see organization, great presentation, it's telling a story, they automatically know what you sell in there. They're not confused because it's just cluttered. Automatically they expect to pay a higher price because their brain goes, uh-oh, this person knows what they're doing. So that helps you make more in the long run. Carol, you like the Christmas box? Great! Carol, was it the greenery one or the BBB? They both were really good. Hey, Rhonda, good to see you. Rhonda, I'm live at night just for you tonight, just for you, so you could join us. Y'all don't tell Rhonda I'm live just for anybody else. Just tell her it's for her. Just being funny, Rhonda. Okay, I'm putting one at the bottom, one at the top, so I'm extending this swag out. So I started with a 24-inch base, and we're going bigger than that. Oh, y'all, my knee is feeling so much better. I don't know why, but thank you, Jesus. I feel like a human again. And I didn't take any drugs or drink anything. Okay, now look how we made it really, really big. Isn't that beautiful? It's so good. So far, so good. I just added 2 sprays to this swag, okay? And I'll put a little glue in there to hold that in, too. Darling, it's a 24-inch swag. Oh, you're welcome, Jennifer. I thank you for helping me out like that. Thank you. All right, so I'm just going to pop a little glue in where the swag can't walk out in case somebody grabs it. So I twisted several of those to hold it in place. Then I tied it. Oh, thank you, Susan. You can't get going with Christmas. It's not a good time to get stuck. I got you, Renee. I got you. Well, we're here. We're going to try to help you knock out of that funk. We're going to try to help you, okay? Hey, Shawnee. Good to see you. Oh, well, you've got events coming in the beginning of December, so Woodland's going to be your theme. Perfect, Dee. We got it. We got that coming up. Now, that berry swag I cut apart, I'm going to start to add some of this up in here. So the texture will be slightly different. But I'm going to put some of this in. And we'll work that around. That's going to be funky fun. I like that so far. So far, so good. Melissa says, I'm so buzzed, girl. I never too early for eggnog with wine. Hey, Melissa! Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, Evelyn, you sure could. You could zip tie too. I just am kind of lazy. Well, I'm not lazy. I'm really definitely not lazy. But I want to take the quickest way, so I just use the pine of that, and then I just put a little glue. Because the pine is going to hold it fine. The only concern, the other thing you can do to make sure it doesn't pull out is you can go at one of the V's of the stems and grab it that way. So that you just don't want to pull it right out. That's it. And because these are a little heavier than the rest of the piece, I had to make sure I stabilize that. Fantastic, Sue. Awesome. Well, come join me on Tuesdays, Sue. That's when I specifically am in there teaching, answering questions. So that's Tuesdays at 6 o'clock Central. Anytime you can join. And there's business coaches live every day in there answering questions. And but as soon as you join, you go in there and go follow the training in order to start off with, and then dive into Etsy. And Etsy's in the beginning of the classes. Hi, Tyann. Hey, June. Hi, Alice. Hi, Teresa. All right, I am putting in berries still, guys. Getting my berry fix. I've been dying to cut up one of those garlands. And I got to date. See how we're doing. I'm going to add a little bit to the top and bottom, but I got to get the middle filled first. See how this comes out. Monica says she saw mint green at Hobby Lobby. Check it out. Wow, Debbie made 3 today. You are on fire. That's awesome. Good job. I'm only on my second one today. But I got out there and was shipping and picking ribbon for a little bit, and I did pretty good. I did pretty good. Okay, cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Sheila says, my mom seen your apartment's having a Christmas door decorating contest. She wants me to create something for her door using the green gnome ribbon I got from you as restoration. Fingers are crossed. Oh, Sheila, it's going to come out great. How fun to make that for your mom. I love that. That would be super special. Hi, Danae. Good to see you from Beaumont. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Or maybe I have, but I don't think I have. For some reason, I don't think I have. Although there's thousands of you guys, and I try to keep some of y'all straight. And sometimes I mess up sometimes. So I'm anticipating the bows kind of going in here. So let me put it in and see if I like that or not. See what we got going on. I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's got a good length right there. So I'm good with that. I'm going to add a few of these berries in a little bit, but I'm going to put them to the side, and we're going to add some other red berries. I make this stuff too quick. We're supposed to make these videos a little longer, and I'm just like getting like a machine on here. Hi, Melissa. Rhonda said she did get mint green at Hobby Lobby about a month ago. Okay. Oh, thanks, Lisa. Yeah, these are the items we're going to use in our Woodland Christmas Workshop next week. We're having a special event, an all-online event. So we'd love to have you. We're going to have 9 projects. I believe it's 9 projects over 3 days. 12 live videos. We're going to be doing, what else are we doing? Oh, I have lots of giveaways. We have prizes, ribbon, all kind of fun stuff. We just have a blast in our special events. If you're already in design school, you want to join through the link in design school. If you're not and you want to come, just take and click here at the bottom. There's a link to join the event. That's right, Evelyn. Very good. Thank you for helping her. Oh. You want to take a road trip to see my booth and Katie? Okay, Cindy, let me get it extra special pretty. Right now, it could use some work. It's not up to Keleas standards yet. Rhonda, I know you were at work earlier. I like to tell you should play hooky from work to watch the live. Ooh, girl, those flock picks are life. The mint green and pink is what you got at Hobby Lobby. Okay, great. All right, let's put some red in now. And these have a little bit of snow on them too. So we got like nice snow up in here. And I'm going to layer some red on. Try to push this one down a little. All right, let's put another one at the top. Oh. Thank you, Renee. It's just a little bit doing better. Oh, the BBB box. Yes, awesome. Thank you for posting the link. There's a link there too, guys, to the subscription boxes. We have two different ones. One's a greenery that comes out every month. It's greenery that's seasonal, that goes for the season. So the one we just sent was all Christmas. And then the BBB box is blooms, berries, branches, and buds. And those come out once a month also. And that one was also Christmas. Right now we're all Christmas what's coming out. All the good stuff. All right, let's put another one out. So I'm going to use two of these picks. I think we'll put a little at the bottom, a little at the top. I've got some longer red berries we're going to add in too. But I'm getting this stuff put in before the bow, and then we're going to fill in around that with more goodness. Ooh, hi, Tony. Oh, you love Rod Stewart, and I was singing that, Suzanne. I love it over on YouTube. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for bringing that comment over, Nicole. Connie, you got the supplies for the workshop today. Fantastic. And your Hobby Lobby had everything. I love that. I love that. Susan, my knee is feeling better. I can like breathe and think and so hopefully it just continues to be on the mend. He said by the weekend I should feel like a different person. So I was still waiting earlier today. I was still waiting. You've got a festival of trees coming, Maria. How awesome! Sue is saying, did I get the pricing situation fixed? So let me tell everybody, Sue, what we're talking about. So in the store, we had some problem with people taking a tag off one item and putting it on another, or just pulling all the tags off your items, because what they want is they want to get a better price. So they think if they take it to the front, they'll just make up a price and they'll get a better price. So what I did is Chris from Affordable Wreath Signs, Chris has a copy shop. So she made me some tags that are on tear-proof paper. And then I'm able to put those on the wreath. So we ended up tagging the wreaths a couple of times. One kind of hidden on the back, one on the front. And then I made very descriptive tags for every item. So you couldn't switch a Santa one for a pumpkin one or vice versa. So just a kind of a more deterrent. Yes, Sue. So far so good. Thank you, Melissa. Darla has a 24-inch swag I purchased to the flock pine cones. It's giving me a great idea. Yes. Girl, yes. I'm going to go opposite here. I'm going to have a little red berries down here and a little bit up there. So these, I have a different type of red berries going to go in, but I'm going to put these opposite so they pop on their own sides. Oh, good, Dee. I'm glad you do. There is no reason for you not to learn from my mistakes or my victories or whatever. I want you to rock it out too. I really do. Hi, Lena. Hi, Genevieve. Hi, Kathy and Linda. Good to see you guys. Y'all, I need to give out some more sweet treats. Who's helping me get there? You've been making ornaments, Patricia? Fantastic. I love that. That is a great project for you to be working on. And I was already praying for you earlier, since you put that on my heart earlier. I'm so glad that you're doing a little creating. So I'm gluing this and I'm twisting it in because I need to make sure I have a little backup plan. Can y'all see that down low? I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can. I can't wait to use you. You're so cute. I can't wait to use you. I get so excited, y'all. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Christina. Today, you've been working during the daytime. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I was thinking I hadn't seen you. I just want to make sure. I don't know why, but I mean, I just knew, hey, I hadn't seen Danae in a while. Because I know you're from Beaumont, and I thought, dang it, where's she been? Melissa. And saw mint green at the Katie at home location. If you're local, check that. At the one off I-10, Ann. Woo! Gwen, your daughter wants a William Cream themed Christmas. And you got to come over to the workshop. We're going to be making all kind of fun stuff in there. You can make it happen for her. You're working on a snowman shelf leaner while watching, Jan? That sounds so cool. Okay, this is a little bit different flocked, a little bit of lighter flocking. I might not use that to add a little contrast in here, so it's not as heavy. It's adding a different green to go in between the dark green and the stark white. So we're going to take and mix that in with the others. Okay? Okay, when I have it Keleas ready, Cindy, you want to come over? I'm sorry. Cindy, hint, it'll probably never meet my standards. Oh, I'll just have to tell you when I take a load or I go live from there. I have so many things I want to do over there. You know how time is. Oh, I want to put some more lights in. When my girlfriend Betty was here out of town, we ran and did some antiquing. And while we were doing that, I saw another booth had used like the Edison bulbs in the light strand that goes outside. It wasn't like antique or anything. But, and they looked really cute hanging eye level in her booth. So I want to use some of those to add some like little light in my booth, different places. I definitely will let you know. Oh, Stacy says, check the wreath shop online. Check the wreath shop. Woohoo! When I do swags, is it wise to start at both the bottom and the top, or does it matter? Doesn't really matter, Lisa. I am making this longer than the actual base, so that's why I did it that way. And it's fairly balanced in this design, so I wanted to make sure I'm making them opposite or balancing it out. So that's why I did it. Good for you, Lisa. Lisa is a dang gnome maniac. Lisa has been selling so many gnomes, and I own 2 of those gnomes too. I don't even know if you call them gnomes or they just elves. I think they might just be elf or elf gnome or vice versa. They just are adorable. When I get them on my tree, I'm gonna show everybody. Danae, what's the deadline to sign up for the Christmas? Well, it's gonna start on Thursday next week, so you could sign up on Wednesday. We're getting started on Thursday. It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week. But the earlier you get in, the earlier you get the supply list, the earlier you can go shopping, start scouting out supplies. Hi, Georgie. Good to see you. Glad you're here tonight. Thanks, Ida. Glad you like it. So right now I'm just adding a little of the green pine to the top here to add some contrast. I'm going to keep about 4. I'm going to try to keep 4 pieces for the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. To add a couple on each side here after I get the bow in. Maria, this swag started off at 24 inches long. It's kind of the less expensive swag we carry. So it's nothing fancy. It's just a nice pine base. The one thing that's a little bit better about swags than garlands is they do have a thicker wire. You can make something like this out of a garland, but a garland generally is a little more flimsy. These have a little more stable wire base. So that's one of the advantages of using a swag. If you did use a garland, if you used a really strong, like we did with these first 2 picks we put on, you could then cinch that up really good and use the wires from the first 2 picks to stabilize it. But I like the swags because they come with a hanger and they've got a nice stable spine ready to rock and roll. But Maria, we started off with 24 inches. Thanks, Ida. Me too. Oh, Ida Adams, we got a sweet treat for you. Can send an email to info@keleas.com. Oh, how did the new pup go, Sue? She's been doing great. Her and Ari. I'll have to post some new pictures for you guys. They are adorable. They like play. They wear themselves out. Oh, they play this game where they hide bones from each other, and then they protect their bone. It's hilarious. It is totally hilarious. You're massaging your dog's shoulder. He doesn't want you talking on the phone. Ari does that same thing. She starts barking. Okay, the bow we made on Bow Wednesdays. Wednesdays, guys, we make bows. So this is the one we made from Wednesday, actually this week. We worked with 4-inch ribbon. So you can see the big, wide, thick ribbon on there. I'm going to put that right in the middle. Okay, and I love that these tails are going to be able to hang down. I'll work with them in a little bit to kind of tuck them in. So I'm going to have a little bit of green space we're going to be filling in here. But I left that open on purpose so we could decide if we wanted our bow low or high. I like it high. That looks beautiful. It goes perfectly with the ribbon. And I am going to take and tie this in. I'm going to have to kind of go around the back. That's something I don't love doing. But I'll show you. We could hide the... we can hide that in there so you don't see it quite as much. I don't like the cable tie coming across the back, but in this design we have to do it because I need it in the back. Y'all, I may be way behind on comments. I'll scroll them in just a second and catch up with you guys. All right, I'm thinking I would like the biggest 4-incher to kind of tuck in around the sides here. Oh, Tanya, what? Oh my gosh, you're feeling somewhat better? Tanya, I'm glad you're home. Whoa. Girl, glad you're home. Oh man, we have been missing you. I get so busy, I forget some of you guys until I see you come back and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, I'm glad you're home though. Come hang with us anytime, okay? Stacy, you need the shopping list for this? We're going to have it. She's waiting on me for some of these numbers. I sent a few to her, but, you know, I like to keep her on her toes. All right, that's pretty. That's turning out really pretty, guys. Okay, I could stop here, but I'm going to add a little more red to it. And then we're going to add a few more berries. This is turning out beautiful. These are all wired, so if you need to manipulate them, you can. Pull them in, push them out, whatever you want to do. Okay. Diane, we could totally use it as a centerpiece. Yeah, just lay it down. Just slip that bow in the middle. So we take this bow here. Instead of doing the tails like that, you just manipulate these tails out. The tails go right and left down the center. That's our only bow we haven't used from Wednesday yet. We're doing good. We're doing good. Good to see you, Linda. Linda Trace, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I've had a bum knee, but it's getting better. I went to the doctor. It's getting better. Patricia, I hope so too. Hi, Deb. I'm glad you're liking it. Okay. We're about to add these killer berries. I haven't played with these yet either. We have so many new supplies I haven't got to play with. I'm really excited about these. These are wired, and we can definitely go to town with them, manipulating them. Ida, you love swags? I think they're so powerful. Swags just look so good on any type of big door. They really look good because they fill up a little more of the door. Some people aren't into swags, but I love them. I sold lots of them. They're not necessarily more work than a wreath either. They can be quick and easy. Lisa, would that one bend if you wanted to use it as a corner swag? It would. Yeah, it's not that heavy. You could definitely bend it. And then you would need to add more to it because it's shaped like a traditional teardrop where it's thicker at the top, skinnier at the bottom. But you could do that and add to it. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you tonight. Oh, Susan, how do you get sweet treats? So sweet treats are for people who SH, you know, the video. I can't really spell it out. And I don't give them to everybody. They're random. So anytime you're able to, like, spread the love, as we call it, then I randomly give away a few every video. Okay? That's how you do it, Susan. Sylvia says, how's Ari? My son wants me to get another dog. So needy. I don't know if I can do another one. So Sylvia, Ari is, she's really jealous of Nori. I will say that. But it's getting a lot better to where they're buddies. So, but yeah, she can be mean. She can, you know, boss Nori around. But then in the next minute, they're all playing together, having fun. So I think it's all good. I think it just takes some time. Oh, you thought this was on a sled. This would be beautiful on a sled. It would be beautiful. Oh, that's not the right one. Cher, I said, Cher used the garland on the yardstick method. I taught at Wreath Makers Live for a Christmas swag the other day, and I loved it. Yes, that is great. Remember we did that in design school recently too? Yeah, it is a great method. It is a great method. You know what? I'm loving that we're coming up with so many different ways to make things, and that's kind of the neat thing. I mean, no one likes a supply shortage, but when we have a supply shortage, we have to learn to be more creative with what's available, and we definitely have all done that. We have. Hey, Jennifer. Aw, I'm glad you're back, Tanya. Janelle says, is the Christmas workshop free to design school members? Yes. So if you're a design school student, go into the Facebook group, and the link is in there. It's in the announcements. So just click that to join it, okay? All right, I'm going to go in the middle. Y'all, if you don't know what design school is, that's our paid class we have. And it only opens up a couple times a year. So you can get on the wait list for that. You'll also, if you join us in the workshop, you will be on the wait list automatically anyway for class. So that's where you want to be, because that's where we'll invite you to join the class the next time it opens. Okay. Let's see here. Georgie, she's doing fine. Thank you for asking about her. You guys liking it? Woo! Yeah, so these are white berries. They were garland. And now we're adding in, we added some more greenery. Get the Voller green gel. It's the bomb. And it worked. Oh, what is this? Another medicine? Okay, Stacy, I'll try that too. Y'all, I've got all the stuff. I actually think the cortisone shot he put in there is working. It just took a little while. Or it wasn't instant. Oh my gosh. Lisa said, I saw the white twine round form. Is it solid? Or how would you attach something to it? Super interesting. Lisa, I'm going to do a video with it at some point. I'm not sure yet. I haven't worked with them. I just thought those were so cool. We would get them. So whenever I do a video, I will definitely be sharing it with you on here with them. So I'm not even sure if I would probably, more than likely, I'll attach foam to it and work off that and let a lot of the twine show. But haven't done anything with it yet. Oh, Carrie, you're closing a house down, so you got to have some fun now. Maria said you could invert a 2-foot Christmas tree and use it as a swag. You sure could. You sure could. And the tree has the long, nice needles. You can, there is so many options. So much fun, y'all. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Jan. Let's see. Donna went to the Hobby Lobby at Home Michael's. You found a tree. Good. Yes, yes, supplies are limited. But don't worry, at Keleas we got more coming in. More is coming in. Next week. This is turning out really pretty. Really pretty. Nancy, okay, well that's good to know. I previously had cortisone shots when I was younger, and I needed them to like I had a bone tumor, regrow some bone in a joint. Then I needed them to, that didn't work. Then I had them in my wrist before I had 2 wrist surgeries, so they didn't work. So I wasn't sure if this would actually work for me because of my previous history. But then that was a long time ago, so things could be completely different. Linda says she can't wait for the workshop. Am I going to post another supply list? So they won't, Linda, the other projects won't be posted till after we do them. So the only one that's ahead of time is the wreath. The others will be posted after, and you will get a whole supply list. The reason I'm doing that is I do not want everyone running out and buying tons of supplies. I want you to come in, enjoy the projects, and be inspired to purchase from then on out. And not just make it about the supplies. I want you to make it about the experience and see what you want to make. Okay? Now I'm adding some more berries to the bottom to keep this nice and full down here. Alright, let's put this one in. I love this piece. This berry bush is really nice to work with. Really nice. Very easy to work with too. I'll put some of these in coming down. These would be a great, if you want to use berries as a twig, that would be a great solution to use. Melissa, more glitter. Woohoo! Never have enough glitter. Never have enough. I want to put one of these kind of coming way at the bottom here. Y'all make sure you're pushing into your greenery. Don't be shooting through the back of your projects. That's not good. That's not good. This is pretty. So when we've designed it here, you can see we've gotten really thick at the bottom, and we left this a little more tapered. Okay, I still got some of our berry pieces to put in. If there's any questions about the workshop, you guys let me know. I'm going to add a few more of these in. The deadline to sign up is next Wednesday, so you've got more time. The earlier you get in there, the earlier you can go check out the products that we're going to be using it from Hobby Lobby. This supply list is all Hobby Lobby, so it will hopefully be easier to find that. Thanks, Melissa. I think it's turning out great. Okay, I'm going to add some more berries in and around the bow, so I don't have much white in here yet. So we're trying to balance the white out from the front to the back, sides and all that, and the sizing. So that's like too long. I'm going to have to trim this down. Let me trim these on the side a little bit shorter. I want it to look tapered at the bow and then get wider. Thank you. Right? Glitter glue too. That's right. We gotta have glitter. We gotta have glue. Why not mix them together? That's when the good stuff starts happening. Oh, I can't wait to be able to get a full team shipping so I can get on the Christmas decorations. That will be nice. That will be wonderful. Okay. I like that right there. Let me put one on this side. Tammy, the closed caption, you have to, let's see. Usually you can click the 3 dots. I tell you what, Tammy, Google how to do it. You have to turn it off on your own, okay? It's done automatically by Facebook. So Google how to do it. I used to be able to do it on the iPad, but it is not showing me. Dang, that's hot. Don't stick your finger in the glue. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing in with the glue and then I'm wrapping it with the pine to hold it. That's what I'm doing, Jan. So it's got glue and pine wrapped around it. That's one of the bonuses of working with a pine wreath or a pine swag, is you can use that to hold it for you. Did I used all of them. I got one more, which is perfect, because I want one more kind of shooting out of the bow, coming down. Yes! Penny's going to help you. Penny's good at answering all these kind of questions. Thank you, Penny, as always. Thank you. Oh, she's such a great help, too, to me in the comments. I appreciate it. All right, make sure you're on our text list, guys. Tomorrow, we're going to text out this supply list for this whole project. And we'll shoot you a text. I think it's past our texting hour today. Because I think I started too late. Oh my God, this is pretty. Y'all, get them garlands and cut them up. That's what's adding all this dimension. Woo, it's pretty. She's got glitter, Beverly. She's marked. She's got the mark of the glitter. So usually at the end, I like to fill in around the bow, tuck it all in. Okay, I think I used all my berries, everything. Oh, that just turned out fantastic. Look at this. This is gorgeous. So at the end, I would just check my bag. And if I have anybody that shot it, like this one shot out a little bit, I'll take it and wrap it. Just to be safe and not scratch anybody's door. Or if you need to, you can trim it off. But I just usually wrap around. All right. There we go, guys. What do you think? What do you think? Are you ready to tackle swag? What's going to go on your door after Christmas? Are you ready? Because I'm here to help you. Grab your ribbon, wrangle it up. We're getting ready to make a fun, snowy winter swag kit that's super easy, and I think you will love it. And we're going to rock out the ribbon in this one. So get ready. Come on in. Let's have some fun. Y'all, the first thing you want to do is you're going to order your kit from us here on Keleas.com. And in there, you're going to get the swag base. You're going to get this beautiful gray that has the wintry pine on it. You're also going to get one of these adorable cardinal pieces that we're going to add in for that touch of red. It's all got snow and glitter. And then you are going to also get 2 full rolls of ribbon. Now, what we're going to do today is you're going to text us at 832-734-5201 or go to textkeleas.com. Once you do that, you're good to go, and you send us the word. For this particular one, you send us the word kit, and we'll send you the link to it, okay? Now, let's get started on this project right away. I am going to grab my bow maker. Now, you can do the bow by hand or any way you want. I use an easy bow maker, and we do have an affiliate link for that too, where you can grab your own. I am going to tie my bow first. Now, you're going to notice I need to get the length of this tail right, because we want to really rock out the ribbon in this design. So put your ribbon on the bow maker, okay, and just get it here sitting. And then I want you to take and just pull that ribbon out so you get the full length. I want it to be able to go down and hang a little past there, and we're going to put what we call some little bitty humps in it, and we call those roller coasters in design school. And if you've been dying to join our design school, you just got to get on the wait list. You're going to head over to textkeleas.com, and you are going to send us the word link, L-I-N-K, and that'll hook you up with what you need. Now, I've measured out that link right there, the length, it's all the same, that I'm going to put on the swag and bring it to the middle, all the words. Twist it right here, okay? Now, I want one tail. I'm going to have one tail coming down this whole swag, and then I am going to have 2 loops on either side. So we're going 6.5 on these, 6.5 right here, 6.5 on this side. So we're going to do 2 on each side, twist at the center, and I'll pull that ribbon back and twist and keep spreading this right out. 6.5 over here, and scrunch that dude down. Now this tail's going to go up. So the other part of our swag kit is got this right here, and I want this to be able to be at the top of my swag. So this tail, I need it to be able to flow through that whole piece. So I'm going to cut it a little bit longer, and we're going to dovetail that. And I'm just going to take and fold that in half and get a nice sharp dovetail right there. Boom! And that one can go in. All right, first step done. Now grab your other ribbon, okay? We've already got our lengths decided with our first ribbon, and we're just going to go right on top of this other one. So I'm going to start off by matching the tail length here, and you can make it a little shorter or a little longer, whatever you prefer. I'm going to come in and twist that So that's going to be my long tail at the bottom of the swag. And now we're going to do a simple, let's go at 5.5, so we're an inch shorter than our other loop of this pretty stripe. These always go good together. So we've got berries on the one ribbon, stripes on the other. This tail's going to go up and just match the length of this one. Okay, so you just measure it out, and pretty simple. And then what I want you to do is dovetail that. I think it's time for new scissors, or sharpening the scissors. Are your scissors getting dull too? Man, we're cutting so much. We've been getting our all of our projects done. All right, now I'm gonna grab my cable ties and we're gonna go ahead and pull this dude off. So I'm gonna run that right underneath on the right and then pull this through so that the tail will be on the left up here, and I'll have a little bit of motion. Actually, it's gotta go this way so you catch it. You can't push it over. You gotta go on the same side. We'll pull it into the swag when we bring it in. Okay, rotate that between your fingers, and now is the magical part. You gotta fluff it all up. Fluff it and make it look beautiful. Yeah. There we go. You see how loopy it is? That's how I love to make my bows. Just lots of motion and movement. I think that's so satisfying. Now come in here underneath, add your cable tie behind, and just pull that tight. We're going to take and just cut that piece off. And now what I like to put in there, I'm going to put a bit of the stripe running right down the middle, okay? So let's do that. Just cut off a small strip of your stripe. Remember, in the kit, you're going to get that whole roll. So you've got plenty to work with. And I'm going to run this right down the middle here. And you have that tail up and a tail down. Flip this around, we'll just put a little knot. Basically, we're making it look really clean. I teach in design school. We want to camouflage our mechanics, and that's exactly what we just did. No one will know that there's a cable tie in there. Okay? So, the first part of this project is rocket. Now, we're going to get that swag base and put that part together now. So, just move your ribbon off to the side and grab the large swag base, and then you're also going to need this piece here. Now, I have already taken and fluffed them out, and in design school we call that shaking hands. So that's what we've done. We've shook hands with all of that. Now, the swag itself has this hanger on it right here, so you might take a second and just move that to the back so the hanger can be accessed from the back. And I'm going to run that right beside here. Now let me flip it over. So you'll have 2 pine cones. You'll have like a trio of pine cones when you mix these two together. Now, the way to get this to hold is we've got to use some cable ties and attach it nice and firmly right down the center. You can leave a little gap in between. I'll show you. Let me flip it around so you can see. A little gap in between to set the bow in. Or you can just do it flush tight and then put the bow on top of these. It's up to you. I'm going to leave a little bow zone, as we call it in Keleas. I'm going to flip this around. And now it's time to attach this together. Now, your kit doesn't come with cable ties, but you can get these in the electrical department. You can pick out. I like the clear color. It's easy to camouflage. And you're just going to put a couple of these here. Easy peasy. Now, the other thing you're going to need, here's that hanger. So I'm going to pull that out so I can access it. Put one right above it. It's got like a little wire loop. You can always add another wire hanger if that one doesn't work for your door. No big deal. 2 of these on and keep this nice and flat. When we trim these off, we're going to just rotate those little nubs to the side. I'm using wire cutters, so it's just a little less sharp on a little less harsh on my poor little scissors. And just push this to the side. That way that doesn't scratch your door or anything like that. And you got a nice surface back here, okay? All right, we got that done. Now flip it around. Voila! Okay. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful, strong, beautiful base. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put my bow in, and we're going to get our tails all pretty how we want them. I'm going to show you a couple of different options. That's so fun. When you make yours, you can do yours anyway. So let's take this one in, put it right down the center. Okay, and here's our tail running down the bottom. So I'm going to give you a couple of options, but the first thing we have to do is take that cable tie and attach this right to the middle. Okay, this goes in the center of that area we left where we have our 3 pine cones. Just so pretty placed in there. And then once that's in, I'm not going to get it too tight to start with. We can always tighten it up later. Cut that piece off, and then we're going to manage that tail to look beautiful. Y'all, this is just a great transitional piece. You could even pop some gorgeous hearts in here if you wanted to make it more Valentine-y. I'm just making it pretty in winter. And you could always pop in the hearts if you wanted. Now I love the stripe mixed on top of the berry. I think that's really pretty. And what I would do is I would just kind of tuck this under the first pine cone right here, and then let this tail come out this way. So you have this beautiful flow. Isn't that beautiful? That's one option to do the tail. And then here at the top, if I was doing that, I'm going to do this tail the opposite way. See how this curls this way? This one's going to curl opposite, because that is awesome and beautiful. And you love to see that flow. I love to see the flow of movement. And then we can curl these up. And that is beautiful ribbon placement on this one. I mean, beautiful. If you want to change and you want to be different, another fun thing to do is just to have these kind of meet in the middle. Have the berries go on one side and have the stripe go on the other. And then have their little tails just come down. And you can make them match, or one be longer than the other. And that's really fun too. And you could do that same thing up here. It's your choice if you like them matching or a little bit off center like this. So depending what you want to do, you can either tie this on, or you can just pop a little glue on here to hold them down. It's up to you. So I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to tie it down with a cable tie. I like to pull this up just a little bit more so there's a little bit of movement in here. So we're going to come underneath and I'm going to tie it to the base right there. And you see, we call that a roller coaster in design school. That just means it's a Humpty-Doo, right? Yeah, Humpty Dance on this one. I'm going to come in right underneath and tie that onto that base, okay? So go for the base wire, run your cable tie in and out. It's going to go under and come back up. And then I'm just going to gather the ribbon a little so I kind of control how it's going to look. And you see how that's underneath the pine here, so you'll never see it. Okay, so that one's in. So I've used about 4 cable ties so far. Isn't that cute? So pretty. Now let's do the same thing up here. We've already placed that one in. Let me grab one more. And we'll tie this one in. Right up here. And just, you can take and gather it like this to kind of control when you tie it. Otherwise it can look a little frumpy, you know? No girls want to be frumpy, and no wreaths want to be frumpy. We want to feel polished. Polished. You guys, I love this. This is just a simple kit, and kits are a great way for you to get started, where you might go to our website and feel just completely overwhelmed with thousands of products. But when you come in and you purchase a kit, you get exactly what you need to make it. And you might need to add a little hot glue or scissors or things like that. But I know you guys already have that in your craft room. All right, this is beautiful. This is great and simple. We could be done here. But we're just going to add a little touch of that cardinal. So many people love cardinals for so many different reasons, so we like to add them into our pieces, especially for winter when people are thinking about their loved ones. So I'm going to take and separate this out. And when you do that, you can separate these into different sections. And I'm looking to get 3 pieces out of here if I can. Just take and pull these out. And not everybody will have a cardinal. Some will just have some greenery. And I just like to tear them if we can. Just tear this. It's super easy to do. Tear it down, and cut this one right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to take all the scraps. We don't need those, or you can save that main wire maybe for another project. And we're just going to add these in. Now, this is kind of where the cardinal and a little bit more greenery. I'm going to use that at the top, and then we'll use all these smaller pieces in at the bottom. Now, with her, I think we could thin down the top a little bit. Keep one berry, but take this little bit out. So I'm deconstructing that spray into some smaller, more delicate sprays. Okay, and I'm just going to take a little glue, and we're going to pop this one in, and this cardinal can sit right behind this pine cone and sit here at the top, and just add that little bit of touch of happiness. So I'm going to put a little glue on that. I'm using my electric glue skillet, but you can use a glue gun, whatever you prefer. It's off camera, but you see how I've got a bunch of glue on there? I'm going to tuck that in right back here. She's so happy. Just make sure you're hitting a lot of the pine with it. And in this one, I went right behind the pine cone. Okay, so she's going to tuck in there, and I'm going to kind of use what we call a zigzag technique to do the rest, y'all. So just what it means is we're going to add a little to the left and then a little to the right. It's easy way to do it and work your way down. If you're a little unsure about your placement, what you can do is just tuck them in before you glue them. Okay, so there's that one. These just have some fun little berries, a little bit of greenery. This is where we have our cable tie where we tuck that ribbon in. Let me trim these off. We've got one more cardinal, and I'm going to think about where I'm putting her in just a second. Let's shake hands and fluff this guy all out. All right, let's come in here. That's super cute. And I'm thinking about where I'm putting these. I'm not just shoving them in. You see how I'm zigzagging? Important, guys. If you want to be a high-level designer and make pieces that people want to pay more for, you have to do more than just push it in. You have to think about where it's going to go and how the eye picks up those things. And I think what would be really precious is if we went ahead and put both of these baby cardinals up here at the top like they are together. So let's come back in and glue everybody in and make her look marvelous. Okay, let me put this one right up here. She's got a nice long wire. I'm going to take and trim that a little bit. Get the glue on her. And come on here. And you notice how her head is facing the other way? That's on purpose. So these have alternate heads facing. Think about that when you're putting your stuff in. Okay? Now I'm going to come in right here and we're going to go under those pine cones. And I'm going to get a good amount of glue where I can go in on top of this base right here. And that will hide all of that. And this just little bit of accent piece, because it's green and it's not brown, it's really popping out. I mean, the green and the brown are popping out against all the white of the winter snow here. And that looks adorable. And this is working like a twig, which I use twigs. I love, love, love twigs in my designs. They just give you this higher perceived value, this designer look, with just a little bit more effort. Okay, here's our last one. Oh, I love this, you guys. I know this is a kit you can really have fun with, and you can make it to go on your door the rest of the season after you're done with the holidays. And if you wanted to make it more Valentine-y, you could use this exact same piece. Just pop a little heart in here. Any kind of little heart. You could even print you out a cute little heart and laminate it. Pop it right in here and make it temporary. Pull it back out and your cardinals could be shining also if you wanted to. So there's just so many different variations. But I can't wait for you to play with this adorable zigzag ribbon, you guys. Looks amazing. We're working with 4-inch ribbon. You don't need any special equipment except for a beautiful 4-inch ribbon, some scissors that are pretty good because they got to be able to cut the wire in the ribbon, and we're going to use some cable ties. And I'm just using 8-inch cable ties. I use those instead of wire. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by doing our tails. I know our tails, I want them pretty long for this. I want this to be a big, beautiful bow. So I'm going to make them first this time. So I'm going to take one tail here, and we're going to trim that. We're going to keep these completely separate. So I'm going to trim this off, and we're going to make them first. This is about 32 inches. And then I'm going to do, instead of a dovetail cut, we're going to do a reverse curl. So I'm going to just trim these little wires off first to get them out of there, and make sure you get those little guys in the garbage. Be really careful because we don't want those to hurt anybody. And I'm going to do a reverse curl. So I'm going to, because this is reversible ribbon, so it's so cute to curl up the end of that tail and just curl it up. And now you see how pretty that is when you see the tip of the ribbon. It's really cute. And you can even make that wider, whatever you want. So a reverse curl. We're going to do 2 sections like that. So let me cut another tail, because I want this bow to have this gorgeous, really full tail. All right, I need a little extra for my curl. So I'll cut it a little bit longer. And we're going to make the tails first. So they're going in the back of our bow, and I'm just going to curl this around. Now, depending on the ribbon you're using, if you don't have like really good quality ribbon like the one I'm using, where the wire can hold it, you might need to tack a little glue on there to hold it in place. And I'm going to try to curl these up to where they both have that green part right there. Let me see if I can get the green. Oh yeah, that's what I want right there. So they're kind of matchy-matchy on the curls. Now what I want you to do up here at the top is take and just gather them together. So I'm going to get a good gather on this one, okay, and a good gather up on this one. It's a little bit stiff because this is a iced ribbon. And look at there, we've got our tails started. I've got the right one, the left one looking good, and I've got the top part gathered. Just take a cable tie, slip it under, and this is going to be our tail section of this bow. All right? So I'm just going to slide it under and get that nice and tight. And that's why I like cable ties, so they can hold so much tighter than wire. All right, you can trim off the pokey part, and we're gonna get ready to do the bow part. So what I wanna do is just come from either side and come into the middle, depending how long I want that to be. This is about 7 inches, this is about 8. I think I'm gonna go with about 7. So we want these to overlap in the middle. So before I trim it, I'm gonna just kind of come back over here, work it backward, okay? And I wanna I need a little overlap. Now, there is a connection point in this ribbon, and you might find that sometimes on a roll. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this part of the ribbon out, and we'll let that stay there and be in the back, okay? So I'm gonna bring this one over about 7 inches here, and I'll keep this little piece here for centers, because we'll need it for centers. So I'm gonna cut that there. I need to have enough room to overlap. So we'll pull that out, because that was a little piece right where the ribbon had a connection, which is no big deal. You're gonna run into those on ribbon. Don't freak out about that, guys. That's how ribbon's manufactured. Sometimes you're gonna get that part of the roll. Don't lose it. So they're overlapping a little in the middle. Okay, just a little bit now. I'm gonna put this off to the side. We're making our first loop to this bow. I like it. And once I'm happy with how that is, I want a little overlap. That's gonna go right in the center. And this will be the back part of my bow, okay? Not gonna do anything yet. We're just laying it out. Don't crease it, just keep it nice and flat. Now my next layer of this bow is gonna be shorter. So if that one was about 8 inches on either side, so it's about 16 inches total, this one I want to be a couple inches shorter. So this one would be 6 on each side. So I'm looking at about 12 inches on either side. So I'm gonna cut that. And then we're gonna find the middle here again. I don't want a whole lot of overlap, just enough, just about 1 inch overlap on either side. Let's see how that would work. So just lay it right in front. Okay, so that ended up not being quite as small as I wanted it to be. Let me go a little bit smaller. Just gonna take a little off. The reason you can't have a whole bunch of overlap in the middle is you'll end up trying to hide it all in the bow when you get to getting ready to cinch it up. Okay. So you see this one's a little longer, this one's a little shorter. And 2 or 1 inch difference, it's up to you, whatever you want it to be. We need one loop like that and one like this. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna gather it up right here. And we're gonna get it really pretty, and we're gonna put that seam to the back, okay? So there's our first loop of the bow. Okay, pretty easy, you got it? All right, hold that down there. Now I'm gonna gather up my second, just start working with it. I'm gonna do that right on top of the other. Hold it in place, or put something heavy on that middle one. Okay, and I'm gonna lay this one right on top. So my first layer lays right on top of my top layer. And I gotta make sure I'm in the middle, or it's gonna set it all. Oh my gosh, that's so sticky cute. Look how pretty that's gonna be when we loop it up. Okay, we got a good start. We've got a shorter on top of the longer. Now what I want you to do is go ahead and cable tie that in the middle. I'm just going to run that underneath, and we got to get some pressure on this. This is some really pretty ribbon, and you know, you could use this as the start of a tree topper too. You could just build this out. Now don't get that too tight yet, because we want to work on this center. Now you got to be careful yanking on it, because you've got pieces that are pieced in the back there, remember? Okay, look how pretty. Look at all the depth. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Gorgeous. Now, we're going to go ahead and put a cable tie behind it. And that's how we're going to attach those tails in a little bit. And pull that really tight. Okay, and then we're going to cut that off. Now bring our long tails back, and we're ready to put this puppy together. Look at here, look at here. Oh my gosh, you see her coming together? Look how pretty she is. So that's why I said this could even go at the top of a tree. You can make one for one side of the tree and one for the other. Now I want you to trim off this section of the fat part of the tail. We don't need that. And we're going to go on with that cable tie right behind it right here and put that into place. I hope this is helping you kind of see it doesn't have to be really complicated to make a bow with a 4-inch ribbon that's really elaborate like this and iced and really pretty. We're going to be using this to make a swag, so if you need the link to that video, let us know. I'm going to put that right on those tails. Don't let it pop off. I'm going to get it real tight. Don't let it slide off. Yes. trim that off. So the tails are on, the bow is on. Looka. Oh, it's so cute. So you can see how good this is going to work for my swag. Now we're not quite finished. It's time to do that, what I call in design school, the detail, the embellishment that takes it to the next level. And whenever we're doing that, that's going to allow us to be able to get a higher value for the things we are selling. So because this ribbon is reversible, I love for you to come back with the reverse side right up the middle of that bow and through the tail. Okay, this is a little thick like this, so I'm going to cut it shorter. Not really shorter, but less width. I'm going to take it down in width. And I want you to take and just fold this over really simply. Fold it over a little so we get a nice finished piece. Now, it's up to you. You can run the seam down the middle like that of the bow, or you can flip it over and have it neat and clean. It's totally up to you. I'm going to go on the back side this time and let that pretty plaid show. Y'all know I'm mad for plaid at all times. Run that right through the tails, which gives you some nice separation on these tails. Look how pretty that looks in the middle. Can you tell? It's green, but it's so pretty. And if you wanted to use a section of the ribbon that was more red, you could slide it up and down, whatever you want. Don't get that tight. I'm gonna pull it tight. This is some really nice ribbon. You don't need a lot of it to make these really gorgeous bows when you do it this way. But let me show you how pretty this turned out. Okay, let me layer out. So you guys can do this too. We didn't need any special equipment. All we needed was our 4-inch ribbon and then some scissors to cut it. And we did use a little bit more cable ties than we would on a normal bow because we were attaching these tails, but I can't wait to show you this type of bow on a Christmas swag. This ribbon is gorgeous, and how pretty is that going to reflect all the lights on the tree. I'm going to show you how to make a super easy swag that fill up your Etsy shop. You can use these to decorate your home, adding little elements all over the place for the holidays. These are super easy. Let's get started. You're gonna love this. To make this swag, what we're gonna do is use 2 long sprays. I like using sprays that are pretty long and large. These are probably about 34, 35 inches with their stem. So you need a long, strong stem. And 2 of those works perfectly. So what you want to start off with is shake hands, and that's something I'm always adamant about teaching in design schools. You have to utilize all the built-in wires that come on your greenery and your sprays. When working with artificial florals, they come with all this wire, and especially with a lot of the higher quality pieces that we carry on Keleas.com, they have great wires. So use them, utilize them. We need 2 sprays with some good length and a good strong wire. And we're going to line these up, and you're just gonna kind of stack them. If you are in design school, we usually call this piggyback placement. When we have one kind of elongating the line of the other, I call that piggyback placement. Go ahead, shake hands, spread it all out, and then we're gonna attach these together. So let's just flip it over so you can see the wires easily. Now I've got a beautiful pine cone here I really want to bring forward, so let me manipulate that a little so that comes forward. And if I do this length right here, this is about how this would look. And that's a little bit longer than I want, so I'm going to stack it up just a little bit tighter here. And no big deal, it'll just be a little fuller, so that means I'm going to manipulate some things. So I'm going to bring this pine cone on this side. So they're not exactly at the same point, so just kind of take your time and line them up, okay? They both have this piece that runs down the middle, and we're gonna kind of call that the spine. That's the support wire that everything's built on, and we're gonna combine those together to make this a swag. So come in here, I'm using brown cable ties that help camo the whole look of this. So I'm gonna bring that in tight. And because those are brown and kind of camouflage, you won't even see them. I'm going to trim those off. And you can get cable ties at any hardware store. They will have them. If they are a different color, you can use a leaf off of here. Just trim it off and cut it and glue it on, and it will hide that cable tie. You don't have to worry if you can't get that exact color. The next fun part is to make the hanger. And a super easy way is just to take this excess wire and bend it back. And you're going to get a very easy hanger. Now this stem is showing a little bit there to make that not look so neat and clean. So just bend it and trim it off. We can eliminate that, okay? So it'll make that look a little cleaner at the top. Now bring this back. flip it back around, and we're gonna tie that right in here, and you have a nice built-in hanger. One of the things I learned in my many, many years doing craft shows for a living, I learned, you know, customers really don't know how to hang it when they get home. So if you can make it really easy for them, if you're shipping it or selling it, even for yourself, if you're making this for yourself, when there's a hanger there, it's so much easier than just, oh, I gotta figure out a way to wing it to hang it up. If this hanger's there, you are set. So we just made it, easy peasy. If you didn't see our bow video already, this is our gorgeous 4-inch fat and juicy, beautiful bow. I have just pulled down the longer tails a little bit, and I've left the lower tails up high. Depending how you want it, you could even leave them stacked like when we made it. So I have added a cable tie to the back to attach it here, and that's gonna go right up here at the top, exactly where we have this hanger. So go right to that same spot where we tied in the hanger, and then I'm gonna get that nice and tight right there. So the hanger comes above the bow just a little bit. Really neat and clean and professional looking, okay? That sets you apart at a craft show, guys, and if you're selling on Etsy. That finished touches of having the hanger, making it easy for your customer to purchase the work from you and want to come back. Okay, I'm coming underneath now with these tails. I like to kind of layer them. And we didn't go all the way to the bottom with our tail length, but you could. You could make these tails long as you would like them. And I'm going to bring that one in, and then take this. I like to take the pine cone, and I just kind of want to change direction with it a little. Have it come up here and break that plane of these bows at the top, and just have those pop out a little. And look, y'all, we did it. It's all about this gorgeous reversible ribbon, really taking this project to the next level, and I know you can do it. All right, Blue Merinos, I'll see you next time, and I can't wait to see you make something just